I always like to ask if you were talking directly to, say, someone young and getting into marketing or starting their own
Yeah.
agency, what would be the number one thing you would tell them to just set them in a good direction? If you could start in this direction and go from there, what would be the top piece of advice you could give them?
I'm going to give you two because the
Okay.
world's very different now. The first piece of advice is I think people really, whether it's an agency or any other type of startup or business, people put so much time into building something, making something, and they don't put enough time into basic go to market techniques, right? Like if somebody was getting into this and they wanted to start their own agency, if they haven't gone and talked to 20 people that they think might be their customers and have figured out from them why their theory is right and wrong, then they have no business starting the business. We see it all the time with tech companies. They'll go burn, 2, 5, 10, 20, $50 million building a platform. And then they turn around and they're like, oh, we need to figure out a way to get customers. And then they realize they can't, right? Distribution
Right.
is the biggest problem in AI tech. The other answer I'd give you is I have 4 kids from the age of 18 to 22. Twins in England. One graduated with a master's in theoretical physics, the other in art, right? Both of them are
Mhm.
perfectly qualified enough to get a job. They can't get a job. One 18-year-old is just started law school in England. One 18-year-old started at KU here in the States. I worry for them what the job market and the opportunities are going to look like coming out of college four
Right.
years from now. So the biggest piece of advice I would give is you have to learn critical thinking skills. That's going to be more and more essential for this world where we already, like if you look at TikTok, you already probably 1 in 5 videos are like, is that AI or is that real?
Definitely.
Roll forward to the end of 2026. There will be no telling that you and I are human or not that we're talking to. That's happening before the end of next year.
Absolutely.
And so all the young people coming into the marketplace, first of all, they're going to have to fight and carve out their own work because junior jobs have been disappearing terribly. And then secondarily, critical thinking skills. And third, they're going to have to learn to be adaptive because there is no such thing anymore as somebody having one job and one career. Those days are for previous generations, and it is not for this generation.